Hi there, my name's Kevin. Welcome to my new YouTube channel. This is after many months of thinking about starting a new channel, I decided today to start it up. So today we'll do some cooking and baking. We're going to do a banana blackcurrant muffin cake. This is the first time I've ever tried this, so I'm a little bit nervous, so let's give it a try. So what we have here ingredients is 50 grams of brown light sugar, 150 grams of self-raising flour, 100 grams of butter, 2 eggs, some baking powder. I'll be using some mixed spice, some vanilla, also some blackcurrants and some wine. And lastly, leave some free ripened bananas. So first of all, we're going to mash up the bananas. So first of all, we'll peel them. So once they're ripened, they're easy to peel. So just squash these into the bowl. Right, so that's our 3 ripened bananas. So now we're going to squash it. So nice and easy, not too much. As they ripen, it won't take long to squash. So I'll get a spatula and then scrape off the excess into the bowl. Okay, that's finished with. So put the squash into the sink. So now we're going to add the 100 grams of butter with the squash ripened bananas and the 50 grams of brown sugar into the bowl as well, just like that. Again, just scrape off the excess. Again, just put the dirty utensils into the sink. So now we're going to whisk up the ripened bananas, brown sugar and the butter. So let's get the blender. So let's gradually put it in. Always making sure you have the correct motion, whisking motion. whisking's done, so we're gonna put this down a minute. So now we're going to add the eggs. Got 2 eggs here, so let's break the eggs and put into the mixture. And then add 100 grams of self-raising flour. So now we're going to whisk again. So we've got the mashed up bananas, the butter, the self-raising flour, the 2 eggs and the brown sugar. Okay, so that's done for the whisking. So now we'll go put 2 teaspoons of baking flour. So get a measuring utensils. So 2 tablespoons. So just careful on this, because sometimes not careful it got over the place. So nice and slowly, gently. It does take a while actually, because when you, I say, get a bit nervous around this, got to be careful. So that's 1 tablespoon. And that's 2. Now we'll do some mixed spice. So we want ½ teaspoon of mixed spice. Again, get measuring utensils. Make sure I get the correct one. That's the ½ teaspoon. in there. And then vanilla. Again, we'll get a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, let's measure it out. There we are. Put that with a mixture. There's a mixed spice. We've got baking powder, vanilla. So now I'll get some cinnamon. So now we'll go to grate the cinnamon. So we'll get again. We'll put half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So also make sure when you get a new pack of cinnamon, make sure you take off the lid. Sometimes it look stupid, look daft when you try and pull out. When in fact the stuff don't come out, you're not taking off the foil. So again, it's a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Teaspoon. So these are finished now. I'll put these back in the cupboard so a bit more organised. So now we'll get the nutmeg, so I'm going to grate it. So let's get rid of these pots, clear their way. So let's get a tissue, get some nutmeg. Make sure I get the right pot. Right. There we are. I'm going to grate it. Right, let's grate away. Just making sure your fingers not close to the grater, because if you get too close it's going to be in contact with your skin, your hand, cause some injuries. So make sure you grate the nutmeg in the right position. Pause a minute. So in the meantime we'll preheat the oven on 180 degrees. So I'll switch on the oven. So the oven now is going to preheated. So we're going to continue with the grating of the nutmeg. Again, just watch your fingers. See, nutmeg, it's an optional choice. I mean, that's my personal choice, but if you don't want to use it, then that's fine. Just use the cinnamon. But for the nutmeg, it gives a nice fruity taste to it. So, but it's up to you personally what you want. So now we've grated the nutmeg. So I'll just put back these nutmegs back in cupboards. There's a lot of mishap then. Unfortunately, the nutmeg fell on the floor. So the grated nutmeg was put into the mixing bowl. So that's done. Get rid of that, put in the bin. Put back the baking flour. So get rid of these. Get the place a bit more tidy up. Right, so what we do, we'll whisk these ingredients. So I've got the baking powder, nutmeg, cinnamon and the vanilla. So I'm going to whisk it now into the mixture we've done before. There, so now we'll just wipe off the excess on the top worktop, so get it nice and clean. So it's always best to have a clean worktop. So tidy here, get rid of these, we're finished with these. Get the sink, get it tidy up. Right, that's it now. So now with the blending, so I've got a blackcurrant, we've got put blackcurrants in, I'm going to put the wine in, I'm going to blend it up. So let's get switched on. So here, so I'm going to use 100 grams of blackcurrants. So I'm gonna measure it now. So that's 100 grams of blackcurrant measured out. So, and then for the wine, I'm going to do half a cup measurement of wine. So get a measuring utensils, look for the half cup. So half a cup. Wine. Right, so let's mash it up. Pour that into the blender. There's you go, nice and easy. Now put in the 100 grams of blackcurrant with the wine. So that's that, we're finished with this. just add a little bit of water in here. It's a bit, so that'll do. Then lid on safely, make sure it's on safely, if not then it's going to make a mess. So everything's switched on. Let's have a look in here. Still needs a bit more blending. So back on the sink, lid on safely. Get a spatula and we'll see. Just tilt it so it looks like it's blending nicely there. So we'll finish all that, put it in the sink, and then we're adding the blended blackcurrant with the red wine. There we go, that's done. Put the rubbish pots in the sink. Get rid of this. So I'll put the bottle of wine away, we're finished with that. One final whisk for all the ingredients are put in. Right now, so the oven's almost preheated. We've got muffin cases ready in the tray, so now we're going to pour in the mixture. So get a spoon, get the bowl of mixture, and now we're going to pour into the cases. Make sure it's about 3/4 full and nothing more than that, because the muffins are going to raise. So you put it full up to the top, the mixture, it's going to overflow, so about 3/4 will be enough. Just be careful when you're pouring out, it can get a bit messy. So just first time, couple of times, just take your time, there's no rush here. Just making make sure it's all done nicely. I say there's no rush here, there's enough time to get this done properly. So once you put muffins mixture inside the oven, 160 degrees, going to take probably about 25 minutes approximately. Like I say, after 25 minutes I will just have a quick check to see how far it's risen, how it looks. Right, so that's the 12 cases done, muffin cases finished. As you see there, we've got some more mixture, so once these are done, then we'll do another tray. I said probably 6 to 8 more muffins possibility. So I'll put mixture on one side, the oven's on now, fully heated. So what we're doing now, so got a bit excess on the baking tray. As I say, sometimes got to be careful, it can overflow when you're pouring out, so make sure you get a clean tissue, just wipe around. Just make sure you don't get the tissue inside the inside the thing. Right, so oven done. Get oven gloves on, get all in it, just be careful, don't overflow or fall over. So down there, 6 here. So make sure it's the middle of the oven, make sure not too close to the top of the oven, nice distance. So the muffins inside there, so we're looking about 25 minutes for the risen and ready to take out. So when they finish, I will continue the video vlog. Right guys, the muffins are ready now, but I just want to make a point on the first batch of muffins, the mixture I did. Unfortunately the mixture was too watery, liquidy. I said the little mishap I did was the banana was mixing with the sugar and butter whisk up at the same time. So this unfortunately made the texture like a pudding texture. You can see in the here, like a soft watery pudding type. But I'm going to give it a taste now, see how it tastes. So see, even though it's like a pudding, instead of I wanted a muffin style, it tastes very nice. I've got the nutmeg, it's really in your mouth, it just explodes in your mouth, a lot of taste, that's it. So even though it's not what I wanted, the pudding like I wanted a muffin, but it still tasted good, very nice and tasty. So what I decided to do is, when I realised I made a mistake, a little mishap, is decided to, on the excess mixture I had, which I explained before earlier in the video, I decided to put two tablespoons of self-raising flour into the mixture, so it's made it more thicker, less watery. So again, I put that mixture with the 2 tablespoons of self-raising flour into the oven, and now after again be 25 minutes in the oven for. I'm now going to see what it looks like. So we'll put the old batch to one side, and then we'll get the new batch out. Again, making sure I got the oven gloves to protect your hands. So, as you can see from the second batch, careful of that. As you can see the difference in the colour. It's like a big golden brown colour, when the first batch was like a darker. But again, if you look at the texture of this second batch, we'll just get a fork. Again, just be careful, it's just been oven, so it's going to be hot. So I say it'd be best if you're going to eat this, you let it cool down for about 10 minutes at least. So let's look at this second batch, the texture, so how it looks. So just be careful, so you're going to be putting a hot texture in your mouth, so just be careful, don't burn your mouth. You can see the texture is slightly different. It's not like the first batch was a pudding, it's more a muffin like. So it's like the first batch is really tasty. You can taste the nutmeg. So even the flavours from the first batch, second batch, the flavours are there, identical, just that the texture is different. I said the second batch is the one that I quite needed, the muffin like. So I said, but lucky we had that excess mixture from the original mix up the ingredients. So it's always good to realise your mishaps, because that's what it's just a mishap. It's not a big problem. We're able to resolve the issues, the problem. That's part of cooking, mixing, blending, learning, everything. So I'm happy with this second batch of the muffins, looking much better than originally. So like I said, just leave it to cool down for 10 minutes, quarter an hour, and then be able to eat it. So I think overall this experience of cooking this banana blackcurrant muffins, it was enjoyable. It's my first video, so a bit nervous, but it's been a nice journey, and hopefully this is the start of a journey. Make many more videos cooking, so I hope you enjoy this video. I look forward to feedback, so if you could like, share, subscribe and leave any comments, I'll be really appreciative of that. So have a nice evening. Bye bye.